I had forgotten to record. Okay. All right. Finished, guys? Very good. Now, please, I want you to share some of the hedge expressions, some of the expressions you used in your dialogues with hedge expressions. Who wants to share?
We used it looks like there's no need to take food and water with us because there will be plenty there, so there's no need.
Very good. Anyone else?
Also, use the one that is there is every hope that we could take some tajin, the seasoning with us for the fruits and the.
Okay.
We were really worried about tajin.
Why? Why are you really worried about that?
Because we were talking about how are we going to eat, how are we going to cook, how are we going to prepare many things. And one of our partners said that she loves salt and lemon and those things, chili, things like that. So she was worried about how she's going to eat many of the things. If we have lots of fruit, I just can't imagine the mango with a lot of tajin. No,
so, yeah, that's what we were saying. Tajin would be perfectly well received.
So we were worried about having a good amount of tajin, lemon. No, you mentioned water, but you didn't say anything about a beer. And if you're in the beach, water is not good. You should drink something cooler.
Something cooler than that?
Cooler than just water.
Okay.
So I assume we are taking beer with us.
You assume. Very good. That's another expression. Excellent. What about the other breakout room? Any expressions you wrote down, guys?
It's recommend. What was the idea?
Sorry, I can't hear you very well. Ale, can you? It's the microphone, I think.
We said a lot of things. It might be well, we were thinking that we were going to be in the island because we had to survive in it, not to enjoy the the day. So we said we wait a minute. I'm sorry. Well, what we said is that it might be possible to take some fuel, some matches, a first aid kit, and things like that.
Okay.
The
Alma
knife.
made notes, the knives also for protection, and Ale said another hedging expression, but I don't remember what that was. Maybe she remember more than me. You use another hedging expression, but I don't remember which one.
Which
I
one?
said it might be possible to.
It seems to be important. It seems to be important that we can have a rope with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
It seems to be important. That very good. Very
Or
good. Those are good
perhaps,
expressions.
perhaps it's a good idea to take toilet paper.
Oh yes, please toilet
Uh,
paper.
that
That
was
is
not that much important.
Maybe, no, yes,
we
yes,
have
it
this.
is.
Ladies,
We have the sea. We
For
are in the
ladies,
middle of
it's
the
more
sea.
important than for men.
We can go into the water, the biggest bathroom in the world.
Yeah, I understand your point, but I agree that for girls it's more important than for
Yeah,
men.
I know.
Yes.
I'm just
We
joking. I'm
also say
kidding.
that it might be um, important to consider a radio, maybe to
Okay.
give a signal
Okay.
for rescue.
For rescue. Very good. Okay. How did you find these hedging expressions? Is it difficult? Can you use them or is it too hard? Not too hard, right? I mean,
Uh,
it's not very difficult. Just you need to learn them and then put them into practice. Or
it's a little bit hard because it's not something that you usually use in idiomatic English. We
yes.
use another expression. This is more for a specific kind of talking. For example, an interview, maybe something like how can we say debate? Debate, debate, something like a debate, or for defending a point, or for holding a point into, for example, when you defend your dissertation project in the university, maybe for that.
Mhm.
So I think it's a little bit harder. I don't usually
Exactly.
use this expression.
All of the situations you mentioned and more are formal and they require academic speaking or writing. And this is why we're teaching you this here because, you know, for the
I think
exams, whenever you write, you need to write using academic writing and hedging is one of the most important things of this.
So
I
we can
think-
say, I'm sorry.
Yes.
We can say that we use this kind of expressions only in formal situations or in a formal context.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think that in an informal conversation with our friends or with our colleagues, we use or we tend to affirm some things,
Mhm.
no? And then we say, oh, my I don't know, maybe it's but my mother is the best mother of all the world, and that's an asseveration that maybe it's not all the people is not going to agree with me, no,
Mhm.
because they are going to defend their point, or maybe I support Barcelona's team, and then I think that it's the best, and I assever, it's the correct word,
Assever?
yeah, to say afirmar, well, to affirm it,
Affirm. Mhm.
yeah, and maybe this is put us in a point of confrontation with people, maybe with our confidence. If I say I prefer Barcelona, no, I prefer Real Madrid, and then you start giving your opinion, but
Mhm.
if you are going to have a debate, as Carla said, with a formal quotes or with formal statements, and you don't have the results of an experiment, or you are trying to be more formal, you are going to use heading, no?
Exactly. Mhm. Exactly. Yeah, you're right. When we're talking close friends, we always affirm. That's one of the differences. And because the context with friends is more casual and natural, and it's not about you share your opinions, yes, but more in confidence. And here you're going to be sharing your thoughts and opinions for some academics to assess on an exam.
With
Why?
caution, right?
With caution, exact. All right, excellent. So having this clear, let's continue. Okay, now hedging. No questions with hedging because we're going to now work with something else. No questions? Okay.
Miss,
Yes.
can you just go back a second to take a screenshot?
Yes.
For
here
in the new words you said, what are the name of those?
The name of what?
Of the words that you were saying.
Hedging?
Hedging?
That one. Yeah.
Well, here you can take a picture here and I'll show you other slides, okay? Tell me when you're ready.
Thank you, Miss.
Here, and I think it's good that these were the activities we did. Here, these ones. Okay.
I can't see anything, Miss.
You cannot see my screen?
No.
Are you sharing the screen? Yes, because I don't.
Me neither.
Oh, I was sharing the screen. Okay. Come again. Here, you see it?
Okay, that's right.
Take a picture here. This is important.
Yes, Miss.
And tell me when you're done, then I show you the other one.
Yes, Miss, I'm done.
Okay. Anyways, remember, Betty, I'm going to send the recorded class.
Yes,
so
Miss, I'm
you
so
can
sorry.
take a look at this. This is very, very important.
From now on, I'm going to be available. I just finished it. I've just finished the course and I asked my coordinator to let me be out. Don't give me courses for 4 or 5 months, and he accepted.
Perfect. And if you want to take a picture, here we have some more expressions, okay?
Yes, I've already done. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. So let's continue now. Something different, idioms, okay? Idioms. You're probably very familiar with idioms. What are idioms?
They are just idiomatic expressions which you can change, or they are words that have a complete meaning. For example, we have phrasal verbs. So phrasal verbs, they are formed with the verb plus a particle, and it can be transitive or intransitive. And they also, you have to change them according to the tense you're talking about. If you want the phrasal verb in present, you should say in present or past, whatever. And idioms, what I have thought is that they are expressions that goes together and has an idiomatic meaning.
It's a figurative language.
Exactly.
Commonly used expression.
Commonly used expression, yes. So an idiom, it's a group of words, okay, established by usage, and these groups of words, they have a meaning, not deducible from those individual words. So the meaning of the words is not individual, it's the complete expression. For example, it's raining cats and dogs. It doesn't have a literal meaning. It's not literal. It means it's raining a lot, but you don't go one by one translating or finding the meaning, okay? Those are idioms. We have a lot of idioms in English, and today we're going to learn some in a reading, okay? So it's a guided discovery in a reading. So just remember, an idiom, it's a phrase or an expression that typically presents a figurative or not literal meaning, okay, attached to the whole phrase. All right, so this is what we're going to do. First, we're going to have a reading, okay, and then we're going to practice with the idioms in the reading. So we're going to, this, it's on the book, but I'm going to try and use the exercises on the PowerPoint so that you cannot, so that you don't struggle finding the book. And okay, so this is the reading. Okay, the name is They Say Young People Don't Read Literature Anymore. So we interviewed people to find out. It's pretty much an interview. So let's read all together, okay? Alma, paragraph 1, Ale, paragraph 2, Armando, 3, Constanza, 4, Mildred, 5, Gloria, 6.
Okay. Paragraph 1. Who's your favorite author? Well, let's see. I love Isabel Allende's novels. Her best one was, oh wait, it's on the tip of my tongue. The stories of Eva Luna. I would love to write like her, but I'll never be able to. She's so talented. And she tells these amazing magical stories. I read every book she's ever written. I hope she writes a new one soon. Michael.
Okay, what classic literature have you read? I enjoy reading Shakespeare. We have to read his plays in college. We're supposed to, but they were too difficult, and I couldn't make heads or tails of them. It can be hard to get your head around the language, but actually, once you come to it, you can see how the plots and characters are still relevant today. Michael.
Okay, number 3.
What's your favorite piece of literature? Interestingly enough, it's actually a poem. It's one I learned by heart when I was a kid. It's about cats, and I can still recite the whole thing. I can remember who wrote it, Todd. As kid, we used to love reading poems out loud. I stick like two. Actually, Anita.
4.
What did you read most recently? Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything. Let's think. No, nothing comes to my mind. I don't read a lot of books, but the ones I like tend to be things like biographies, nonfiction, where you learn something and get something out of it. I don't see the point if reading stories they are just made up. Carlos.
Very good. Number 5.
Is it important to read classic literature? Not really. It's beyond me why people think you should read the classics. You don't have to. I know I probably shouldn't read trashy novels, and I tried not to. But some of my favorite books are just cheap romance novels by unknown authors. They're the ones that stick in my mind. Sierra.
Very good. 6.
What are you reading right now? Actually, to tell the truth, I don't read much nowadays. I used to. In fact, I was an avid reader. I used to read a lot, but these days I prefer not to. I listen to the radio more or podcast because sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, Jackson.
Very good. Very good. Excellent. So here, what is the reading about in general, Alma? What's the reading about?
It's an interview about favorite authors and things people read.
Okay, very good. And
About literature?
about literature, and yes, as Alma said, it's an interview to check what people read, their reading habits, etc. Why? Because the title says, they say young people don't read literature anymore. So they interview some adolescents to find out, okay? And here we have the interesting part is that in this reading we have several idioms, okay? You can probably see them because they are in bolds. So let's check the meaning. Sorry? Constanta, you were saying?
Oh, sorry, it's a mistake.
Okay, okay. So let's see if you know the meaning of these idioms, okay? The first idiom, it's on the tip of my tongue. What's the meaning of this?
That you
But
also have it, but you don't remember the right word.
Yes. Ah, it's on the tip of my tongue. You know it. But you're just struggling finding the words, but you know, okay? It's on the tip of my tongue. Very good. Number 2, couldn't make heads or tails of them.
That you don't understand.
Yes,
That
when
it's
you
difficult
can't,
to understand.
very good. When you can make heads or tails of someone or something, it means you do not understand something that somebody said or something. In this case, they're talking about Shakespeare and the plays of Shakespeare. You know, that is heavy literature. It's not too simple. So he said, oh, we're supposed to read it, but I couldn't make heads or tails of them, meaning I didn't understand the plays. Okay? Get your head around the language or get your head around something. In this case, it's around the language, but get your head around something.
I don't know if it's like get into something. It's like you can't really, really follow the. I don't know
Okay.
how to say.
I couldn't hear you very well. Can you repeat that?
Like you can't get into this. You can't. You're not used to this, so you're not able to understand it clearly.
Mm-hmm. So when they say here, it can be hard to get your head around the language. Positive, get your head around something means that you cannot understand it. Okay? Very well. Or that it's a little bit difficult to understand it well.
I have
And
a question, teacher.
yes.
I couldn't make heads or tails of means that I don't understand something somebody says.
Uh-huh. Or
And
something in
get
general. Someone or
uh,
something.
okay. And when I said get your head around the language, it means the same or something similar?
Something very similar. But
Okay.
in order not to repeat the same, they're using a different idiomatic expression.
Okay, then I can say if Shakespeare is pretty difficult and I can get my head around the
language.
Okay.
Or around his writing or his style. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And finally, come to grips. But actually, once you come to grips with it, you can see how the plots and characters are still relevant.
So once you get it, right?
Once you get it, exactly. Once you get it, once you understand. Okay. So once you can understand and deal with something, in this case, once you understand the literature. Very good. Okay. Next one, learn by heart.
To learn something by
by
memory.
memory.
Exactly. The only difference here is we don't say by memory. We always say learn by heart. You can say memorize or learn by heart. Good. Next one. Off the top of my head.
It's very important for
Don't
me that I
remember.
have it in.
With the information that you have in
You
your
don't have.
Okay. Can you
It is
say
out of your mind,
the
right?
information of the knowledge that you have in your head.
Okay, the information of the knowledge. It means when you have it here, right here, you don't need a lot of careful thought or investigation. I mean, you know. Okay. When you, if you say something off the top of your head, it means you say it without thinking too much before you speak. Okay, because you already have it there.
You have it as a top of mind
Yes.
yes.
Mhm. Very good. Next one comes to mind.
Can you repeat the meaning of the last one of off the top of my head?
Yes, top of my head. If you say something off the top of your head, it means you say it. You don't need to give it too much thought. You don't need to carefully think about that because it's something fresh. It's something you have there at hand.
So it
Like
comes
an
easily.
idiom.
It comes easily. Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Next one comes to mind.
That you
You remember?
remember something.
No, nothing comes to mind. Like,
That nothing occurs.
That you can think of anything.
Think of
Like,
anything.
I can't think of anything right now. Okay, very good. Get something out of it.
when you get
To obtain,
mhm. Get a benefit from
Get a
something.
benefit from something. Exactly. Get a benefit from something. It says here, I don't read a lot of books, but the ones I like tend to be things like biographies, nonfiction, where you learn something and get something out of it and benefit from it. Okay. Next one, see the point.
When you don't see why or you don't understand why.
the idea.
Okay, yes, you understand. If it's negative, oh, I don't see the point, it means I don't understand the purpose of this. If you say positive, I see the point, it means you understand the purpose or the reason of something. Okay. Next one, it's beyond me.
I don't understand.
It's like bigger than me, right?
Huh?
Bigger?
Bigger
It's
than
not
me,
like
yes.
it's bigger
Spanish,
than me, right?
yes, in Spanish we say it like
Me
that. It's
supera?
bigger than me.
Me
Like
supera.
I can handle. I can handle it.
Exactly. All of that is beyond me. Okay, excellent. Stick in my mind.
You're thinking about it. You have it.
Okay.
That you
have it there,
remember
you still
easily.
remember. You still remember after time or after many years. Very good. Next one, lost my train of thought. Lost my train of thought.
That you are talking and then you go to another side of the conversation and then you lose.
When you get a bit like absent-minded, like you are just like paying attention and then you.
As I am saying, right?
Exactly. When you're talking and suddenly you forget what you're talking about. You say, oh, I lost my train of mind. You forgot. Okay. That happens a lot, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Lost my train of thought. Sorry. Questions with this?
No, miss.
No? All right. These are idioms. Let's do an activity. Okay. It says complete the idioms in the chart. Use the interviews above these ones, but I cannot have them above because it'll be too little. So if you want, take a picture of the idioms, please, with your cell phone, because you're going to use them in the next activity. Ready? Okay.
Yes.
So use the interviews above you to help, then ask and answer questions in exercise B that we do later. Okay, this is the activity of the book. Use at least 6 idioms in your answers. So let's do this, okay? Please raise your Zoom hands when you're done. It's an individual activity.
Teacher, what book is this?
What book is this, teacher? I can hear.
It's the Viewpoint book. Sorry, I was on mute and I was telling you. It's the Viewpoint book, page 19. Okay. Are you guys done or you need more time? Done? Okay. Everybody? Because most of you have the cameras off and I don't see you. Can you let me know, please?
Just a second, miss.
Okay. Okay. Let's check them together, shall we? So remember, these are the ones you can use, okay? I have them here just in case you need to see them, right? So let's check.
Okay.
Okay, let's check. Let's go to the next activity. So I can make heads or tails of it, okay? Then it's hard to get your
Head around it.
head around it. Very good. You have come to
Mind?
Grip.
Grips.
grips. You have come to grips with it.
Grips.
With it. Very good. You have come to grips with it. Okay. You want to get something
Out of it.
out of it. Very good. It's
Beyond.
Me.
Beyond me.
beyond me. Okay. I don't see
The point.
with it. I don't see the point with it.
Okay, the point with it.
It's
On the tip
On the
of my
top.
tongue.
On the tip of my tongue.
on the tip of my tongue. Very good. We have to learn it by
Heart.
Heart.
I don't know of
The top of my head.
the top of my head. Nothing comes.
To my
To
mind.
My
mind.
mind.
You don't need mind, just to mind. Nothing
To
comes
mind.
to mind.
To mind.
Sometimes I lose
My train
My
of
train
thought.
of
kind of thought. Hear stories
Stick.
Stick in my mind.
stick in my mind. Excellent. Very good. No problems, right? Perfect.
No, miss.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
With I don't see the point. Can we say I don't see the point of it, or it has to be with it? Like,
I don't see the point of it too. You can also say of it.
okay.
And sometimes depending on the situation, just I don't see the point.
Is can you go back just for a second?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Can we continue?
I no.
No.
Sorry, I erased it. Thank you.
All right. Now, we're going to do a listening practice. Not from the books, but from another listening I have here. We're going to do a listening practice with a video, okay, an animation, okay? But this animation has a lot of idioms. So this is what we're going to do. Can you see my screen? Okay, so it says, watch the video, write down the idioms you see because they say and they are written. So write down as many as possible in your notebook, okay? Write down the idioms you see. And then we will watch it again for another activity. Okay, but first, just let's watch it first and write down the idioms, okay? Ready?
Yes.
You hear the video? Can you hear the video? Perfect.
I'm at the end of my rope with this job. The boss has really crossed the line this time. He asked us again to work on our day off. And I had such wonderful plans for today. He really pushed my buttons with this. This is the last straw. I'll end up going bananas if I have to work here for one more day.
Just take it easy, Tom. You know you need this job.
Always go above and beyond to please him. I can't believe you're so calm, given the fact that you've just lost another day off. But this time, I'll just go to him and ask him for a raise.
If you think he's going to give in, you might as well save your breath. He'll never do it.
And I'll make sure to let him know I'm fed up with doing extra work for no pay. I'm going to stand up for my rights.
He'll hold a grudge against you. Or even worse, he may give you the sack. Just let it go.
So the solution is to just butter him up and agree with everything he does?
No, of course not. But for the time being, it's better not to say anything. Maybe he will pay for our extra work after all. 9 times out of 10, you act first and then figure things out. You don't want him to kick you out of the job. Just wait and see.
I wish I won the lottery so that all my problems could come to an end.
You're playing the lottery?
Yes, I am. Have you ever tried it?
No, I haven't. Lottery is not my cup of tea. So, how often do you play?
I buy a lottery ticket every week. Something tells me a large lottery win is just around the corner. He can work wonders, you know. Maybe my numbers will come up soon. If I won the lottery, I would be on top of the world. All my dreams would come true. Pay off all my debts. I wouldn't have to worry about money for the rest of my life. I think I'm close to making it.
Don't be fooled into thinking that winning the lottery is a piece of cake. Just take into account the amount of money you have to pay to buy tickets. Even if you want, so much money out of nowhere can make you go nuts. You can lose it as easily as you want it. On the one hand, it can make all your dreams come true. On the other hand, it can tear families and friendships apart. I don't think lottery winners have such a worry-free life. I wouldn't like to be in their shoes. To make a long story short, when it comes to the lottery, I have a bad opinion.
So you're saying we're better off poor, struggling to keep our heads above water? It's difficult to make a living on minimum wage.
I think you're better off making your way up step by step through your own work. You'd rather hit it big in life through hard work. Over the long run, you'll be much happier earning your money by your own effort. There are so many people that started out poor, living from hand to mouth, and ended up very well off. They actually founded and ran their own company. I think we should take the leap and start our own business. It is up to us to be successful.
I'll have my own business when pigs fly. That's out of the question for me. I'll just stick to playing the lottery.
It may turn into an addiction.
There's nothing wrong with playing the lottery every once in a while.
You are more likely to lose money than to win. Well, do it your way. Bottom line is this. You can play once in a while, but don't get carried away. Don't get caught up in the lottery craze. Keep your job and go about your life in the same way you've done so far. Until you win, just seize the day and enjoy life as it is. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Okay, excellent. A lot of idioms, right? But I think they are very self-explanatory with the video and with the situation and the little animation, right? And plus you have the descriptions, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Were you able to write
Yes,
some?
there were a lot. There were a lot of videos.
Yes. Okay, don't worry.
I couldn't write all of them.
No, don't worry. At least you wrote some. Okay. Can you tell me some of the idioms you watch? Each one, tell me one, please.
At the end of my rope.
At the end of?
My rope.
Okay. What else?
Cross the line.
Cross the line this time.
Push my button.
Okay.
End up going bananas.
Going bananas.
Going bananas.
Go above and beyond.
Go above and beyond.
When pigs fly.
When pigs fly, I love that one. Yes.
Give him the sack.
Save your
When
breath.
it comes to the lottery.
Very good. Okay. Excellent. You wrote a lot. Okay. Now.
It's not my cup of tea.
It's not my cup of tea. Okay. I want to skip for now activity 2 and I want to go directly to 3. Okay. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. I want you to, each one of you, write 5 sentences using an idiom from the video on each. Okay. Finish. As soon as you finish, take a picture of your notebook and send them to the group, please.
Teacher, I don't understand what it's hold a crutch. It passed so fast and I don't know if I really wrote
Which
it
one?
correct. Hold a crutch.
Hold a grudge?
A grudge against someone.
Okay. Did anybody get the meaning? Hold a grudge?
To get angry at someone, or to be mad at someone.
To be angry or get mad at someone, exactly.
Thank you.
It's also to be unwilling to give or admit. Okay, you're reluctant to admit. Okay. All right. Okay, let's do this activity. Please, as soon as you send the picture, I'll check them, okay?
Teacher,
Yes.
fed up with, it's an idiom or it's a phrasal verb?
It serves as both. It's considered both. It's
Yes.
fed up with to be until,
Yes.
you can take it anymore.
Miss, I have a problem. The thing is that when I listened to the video, I couldn't write many expressions, many idiomatic expressions. So can I use the ones we saw a few minutes ago in the lecture?
Yes, if you want, yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Carlos, I wrote a lot of expressions. Do you want me to send it on the chat?
What? I'm sorry.
I wrote a lot of expressions. Do you want me to send a picture on the chat and maybe that would be helpful?
Yeah, I will really appreciate it. I'm almost done, but anyway, I will really appreciate it to study.
Okay, guys, ready? Ready?
Ready.
All right. Please send them to the chat as we said. Very good. I already got Arelis.
No, but those are for Carlos. Are the ones that I picked from the video, but I'm going to send my own sentences now.
Sí, no seas ojete, Toño.
hicieron siempre fue alguien.
Sofi, ¿me prestas tú? Sorry.
Are you guys almost done? Okay, so far I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're still missing 5 people. Are you guys almost done? Or can we continue? Who am I missing? Let me see. Okay, one more. Thank you. Very good. Let's continue, and please, the rest, send me this during the day, okay? But please don't forget to send it because
I'm a little bit worried about this. We were only supposed to write the sentences with the idiomatic expression we saw in the video, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I thought we have to say so. We have to do something more complex. Because
No, it's just 5 sentences with any of the many idioms you saw, but just 5
okay.
sentences.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, now I'm going to play the video one final time, okay? But in this one, I want you to please, because it's Zoom, I want you to please take a picture of this activity. And then you can have it in your phone while you watch the video. Just complete 1, this expression or this sentence, this word, 2, this word, etc. Okay? But I need you to have this on another screen because I cannot project 2 at the same time. So please take a picture with your cell phone with this and let me know when you're ready, okay?
I got the picture.
You got the picture, everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I asked you because I don't see all of you in the camera, just some. All right, let's play the video and you have to complete this, okay? All right.
I'm at the end of my rope with this job. The boss has really crossed the line this time. He asked us again to work on our day off. And I had such wonderful plans for today. He really pushed my buttons with this. This is the last straw. I'll end up going bananas if I have to work here for one more day.
Just take it easy, Tom. You know you need this job.
You always go above and beyond to please him. I can't believe you're so calm, given the fact that you've just lost another day off. But this time, I'll just go to him and ask him for a raise.
If you think he's going to give in, you might as well save your breath. He'll never do it.
Then I'll make sure to let him know I'm fed up with doing extra work for no pay. I'm going to stand up for my rights.
He'll hold a grudge against you. Or even worse, he may give you the sack. Just let it go.
So the solution is to just butter him up and agree with everything he does?
No, of course not. But for the time being, it's better not to say anything. Maybe he will pay for our extra work after all. 9 times out of 10, you act first and then figure things out. You don't want him to kick you out of your job. Just wait and see.
I wish I won the lottery so that all my problems could come to an end.
You're playing the lottery?
Yes, I am. Have you ever tried it?
No, I haven't. Lottery is not my cup of tea.
Guys, wait, I think I'm playing the wrong video because I have another video for this activity. That's why you don't find any. So instead of,
Yeah.
yes,
It seems to
instead of
me
doing this,
strange.
I was about to cry.
I know, don't worry. I forgot we didn't do activity number 2, okay? For this final activity, I want you to write down the definitions. You already wrote down the idioms. Now you need to write down the definitions, okay? That's activity number 2, sorry. The other is another activity, all right? So
I'm at the end of my rope with this job. The boss has really crossed the line this time.
I'm going to stop it a little so as you write, okay? Just some seconds. Let's continue.
He asked us again to work on our day off. And I had such wonderful plans for today. He really pushed my buttons with this.
Pushed my buttons might be I don't know, he touched my limit.
Maybe I didn't explain myself correctly. Let me go back. Here you find the definitions.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes, that's why I need you to write down the definitions as you study this during the week. Okay.
Okay.
This is the last straw. I'll end up going bananas if I have to work here for one more day.
Just take it easy, Tom. You know you need this job.
You always go above and beyond to please him. I can't believe you're so calm, given the fact that you've just lost another day off. But this time, I'll just go to him and ask him for a raise.
If you think he's going to give in, you might as well save your breath. He'll never do.
Sorry. Okay, let's continue.
He'll never do it.
Then I'll make sure to let him know I'm fed up with doing extra work for no pay. I'm going to stand up for my rights.
He'll hold a grudge against you. Or even worse, he may give you the sack.
Oops. No. Hold on. Something happened here.
He'll hold a grudge against you. Or even worse, he may give you the sack. Just let it go.
So the solution is to just butter him up and agree with everything he does?
What does flatter means?
Halagar.
It's to say just good things, no?
Yes. Say good things.
Thank you.
Mhm.
No, of course not. But for the time being, it's better not to say anything.
Oops.
Anything. Maybe he will pay for our extra work after all. 9 times out of 10, you act first and then figure things out. You don't want him to kick you out of your job.
Claro. Dame un momentito, por favor.
Just wait and see.
I wish I won the lottery so that all my problems could come to an end.
¿Cuál es su número telefónico? 261-80-54. Un momentito.
You're playing the lottery?
Yes, I am. Have you ever tried it?
No, I haven't. Lottery is not my cup of tea. So, how often do you play?
I buy a lottery ticket every week. Something tells me a large lottery win is just around the corner.
¿Para cuándo sería?
Consistency can work wonders, you know.
A las 10 p.m. hora de Mexicali. La última clase que
Maybe
tengo
my
hora de
numbers will come
Mexicali
up
es a
soon.
las 8 p.m. para ustedes, 10 p.m.
If I
para
won the
mí.
lottery, I would be on top of the world. All my dreams would come true. I could pay off all my debts.
Lunes, miércoles y viernes.
And I wouldn't have to worry about money for the rest of my life. I think I'm close to making it.
Don't be fooled into thinking that winning the lottery is a piece of cake. Just take into account the amount of money you have to pay to buy tickets. Even if you won't, so much money out of nowhere could make you go nuts. You can lose it as easily as you want it.
A las 8 para ustedes.
On the one hand, it can make all your dreams come true.
¿Hay algo más en lo que te podemos ayudar? Ok, que tenga bonito día.
But on the other hand, it can tear families and friendships apart. I don't think lottery winners have such a worry-free life. I wouldn't like to be in their shoes. To make a long story short, when it comes to the lottery, I have a bad opinion.
So you're saying we're better off poor, struggling to keep our heads above water?
Oh, again, sorry.
And
Into a nowhere could make,
Give me a second.
but on the other hand, it can. I don't think lottery winners have such like to be in their shoes. To make a long story short, when it comes to the lottery, I have a bad opinion.
so you're saying we're better off poor, struggling to keep our heads above water? It's difficult to make a living on minimum wage.
I think you're better off making your way up step by step through your own work. very well off. Much happier earning your through hard work. Over the long run, you'll be much happier earning your money by your own effort. There are so many people that started out poor, living from hand to mouth, and ended up very well off. They actually founded and ran their own company. I think we should take the leap and start our own business. It is up to us to be successful.
I'll have my own business when pigs fly. That's out of the question for me. I'll just stick to playing the lottery.
Oh my God. Sometimes when you move this, give me a sec. Okay.
Playing the lottery.
It may turn into an addiction.
There's nothing wrong with playing the lottery every once in a while.
You are more likely to lose money than to win. Well, do it your way. The bottom line is this. You can play once in a while, but don't get carried away. Don't get caught up in the lottery craze. Keep your job and go about your life in the same way you've done so far. Until you win, just seize the day and enjoy life as it is. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Okay. Guys, were you able to write down the definitions for you to study during the week?
Yes, most of them.
Most of them. Excellent.
Yes.
What I'm going to do is,
Teacher,
well,
what is size the day? It's like
sorry.
to live the present, no worries about the future or the past. No.
Yes, seize the day. Just to live the present, live it to the full. All right. Excellent. So I'm going to try and send you this video through WhatsApp, if it's possible. Amazing. When it comes to idioms, the best bet you have is to study them. Okay, so this is why I wanted to close the class today with this, so that you have 7 days to go over them, study. When you study and understand something, then you make it part of your everyday life. That's the goal, okay? Any questions, guys? No? Perfect.
No,
So
perfect.
thanks a lot for being in the class today. Study this. The ones that haven't sent me the homeworks, please do, okay? Send me the homeworks. And I'll see you guys next Saturday, all right?
Which
Enjoy
homework, Miss?
Teacher's Day.
Thank
Enjoy your
you.
Teacher's
Thank
Day.
you. So as you,
Bye.
thank you. I'll see you
Happy
next
Teacher's Day.
Yeah.
Miss Nancy, did you leave us homework? Or it was just the idioms?
This class is just the idioms, yes.
And the 5 sentences we have already done? Okay.
Just the 5 sentences.
All right, thank you.
See you. See you.
See
Bye-bye.
you, teacher.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.